Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. I am Kill McDonald. I make comics you can read at killmcdonald.com. And we are playing Disco Elysium. We're gonna save Scum until we can get some drugs. That's where we left off.
Greetings on this fine night. What brings you here?
You know, that's not really a fine night. Weather is terrible.
Is it? Spring is capricious, yes. The pawn shop is always open.
Okay, he definitely is high.
Greetings on this fine night. What brings you here? The pawn shop is always open.
Okay, looking at his wares.
Greetings on this fine night. The pawn shop is always open.
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard, he's probably on Pyrrolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
Pyrrolidon, what is it?
A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Is it just me, or is it really warm in here? Look around.
I try to keep the shop at a comfortable temperature.
There's a note of indignation in his voice. Interesting.
No judgment, just curious. Probably did loads of Pyrrolidon before I lost my memory.
I've had to take it. You know, since the People's Pile cleanup. I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade.
He's taken it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
So People's Pile, what's that? Tell me more about the emergency relief.
A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you too.
The People's Pile was a Type U particle decay generator that failed immediately after entering service, releasing radioactive waste into River Esperance.
Why is it called the People's Pile?
Construction began during the Commune of Revachol. The people continued work on it after the Commune fell. They wanted a cheap source of energy for Revachol West. Needless to say, things didn't work out. A primitive nuclear reactor, also called a pile. An emergency valve defect resulted in steam pressure blowing the turbine, taking the fuel containment vessel up in the explosion. Both the faulty design and lack of finances contributed to the catastrophe.
Tell me about the emergency relief brigade.
We were an all-volunteer force, self-organised, tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill.
Tough son of a gun, this one. Respect.
I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance. Didn't have the art to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud. Years getting sick. There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment, and early deaths. Cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could.
Whose fault was it the generator failed?
No one's. Everyone's.
So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen? The clean-up happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this shack and all the assorted junk in it. So I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Forburg as I can. Still in the same city, but... I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
You said you'd done it before, yeah?
The lieutenant steps away, pretending to admire some of the knickknacks on display. Looks like he doesn't want to get involved. Go ahead then, he thinks. As long as you can walk straight, I don't care. He won't be your knock, but he won't be thrilled about this either.
I think I tried it once and liked it.
Here you go, man. Of course.
Yes?
The boomboxes wait on the shelves.
And here you are. Quality sound reproduction.
Yes?
Hello, we just got drugs.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Yeah, why?
Why must we stop to look at this wall every time we pass by? We have business to attend to.
Whoa. In your hand, Pyrrolidon, the double rainbow of synthetic hallucinogens, rare and gritty, a product of the age of atomic power. What a funny little cat. Don't let the scary medical warnings throw you off. It's an inadequate antidote to radiation poisoning, but a potent antidote to boredom. It's not gonna give you radiation poisoning, stupid. Pyrrolidon is a perfect match for a badass junkie cop who's looking for a little heat. You need to lower the radiation levels, your stomach thinks. Slurp it. The container is warm to the touch. Or is that just the anticipation? You screw. What is he? Your mother? Is Kim your au pair? Slurp it. Slurp the morsel of danger joy. No problem. This one's for the brave and sensitive ones anyway. It could improve your human interactions. But you threw that chance away.
You've passed up your chance to start using Pyrrolidon for now, but don't worry. The option to use it becomes available again in 4 hours.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural? Ooh, not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner. Yes, I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me, but somehow it never happens. It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. Like me. Right now, I'm doing nothing at all.
The inspiration will come to her once hell is set loose on the streets. It's too calm right now.
Shoot, Piggy. It's what you do, isn't it?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. The chain cutters slip out of your hands as you attempt to twist the faucet into place. Well, you know one thing for sure. You've probably never been a plumber. The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep doesn't come. Maybe it's the bed's fault. Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly. It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily. It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it? Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves. Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood? You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit. Tell me. Do you remember your wife's hand on your face? You know who I am. I'm the bad day. The one where you ask her, and then later in the streets, wandering. It's the worst day of all time, Harry dear. And it's coming. She will hear about it on the phone. Reality will turn into a grotesque nightmare. This will be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life? Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth? That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there, one hand on the bottle and the other on your dick, watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours? They were only cramping your descent into the abyss. Now they're gone. 3 times gone, and never coming back. All of it. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium. Everything. The Pale and the Islas. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up. No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do. Even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots of the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time, sweating up the bed. Stinky boy. You're not coming back from shit, thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours, bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding? Your mind is what now? I can't hear you. The rest is just a word dream. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
What? No.
Oh yes, party boy. And it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Good going, buddy. Oh, just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You feel you mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think. It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline. Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor? It's power, man. It's professionalism. It makes you feel like you're young again and and ready to detect, ready to go to war against the world. Of course, Martinez is speed central. You just gotta poke around, follow your nose. You and Speed will be happy again. You will make her come home. This time, it will be different. Whoa. In your hand, Pyrrolidon. What a funny little cap. Don't let the scary medical warnings. The container is warm to the touch. Or is that just the You suck a manly dose of the extremely chemical-smelling liquid into your mouth. There, it seeps into your tongue. When you swallow, it's already almost all gone. It tastes like many things, all melting into one conflagration. Not really. It's just a metaphor. The effect of that otherworldly drop of liquid is slower, more subtle than that of real flames, yet just as warm. Why not? This government-developed substance seems very non-intrusive. You could even operate heavy machinery, fire machinery. Already you can tell you're going to be slurping a lot more Pyrrolidon. This stuff is going to give you insight into that little flickering light hidden in all human beings.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's a Pyrrolidon button. It gives +1 to psyche skills: empathy, suggestion, authority, inland empire, esprit de corps, and volition. This is good before rolling a white check, but damages your health.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Morning. I've got some good news. I took care of the body. The thought of him decomposing in my MC wouldn't let me sleep.
I don't know if I was ready to let him go.
Well, he's in processing now. We have other matters to attend to.
He kind of wishes you'd acknowledged his contribution, but you've missed your opportunity now.
The Union muscle finally turned up, and they look...
I'm gonna reload. I want Kim to like me.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Because you see it, finally. This wall is sublime. Look at it. The shadows, the colors. All the other walls on all the other houses must make a pilgrimage in adoration of this, the uncontested pinnacle of wallcraft, color peeled from the very face of God. O Wallfather.
Kim, I must paint this wall and add even more beauty to it.
Huh?
He sounds tired of it all. Cindy the Skull has all the necessary materials. Talk to her.
First, I know you're tired, Kim, but take another look at the wall. Draw nourishment from its beauty.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I must talk to Cindy to get the necessary materials for
If
her.
you must.
We'll do that tomorrow.
Yes?
You're back. Good. What can I help you with at this late hour? Matter of fact, I don't. I have a medical condition of my own. Nothing unusual, though. I'm old, you see. Don't worry. It's curable. With questions. Ask me some. It'll help pass this night. More lessons in basic reality?
my favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
It remains a mystery what you mean by this something close. This isn't about you. It's about...
We're in Martinez, baby. A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. Aren't we all?
She refers to your corresponding ages.
Martinez is a district of Revachol. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. I would be happy to. What is a preposterously expensive education for, if not sharing?
A strange coldness comes over you as you look at the world. The doubt is fully formed in your head. The alien feeling persists. You just can't word the question yet. You have to complete the jamais vu thought first.
It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
She conveys it in short, cold bursts, trying not to invest too deeply in the condition of this doomed detective, in case he goes down later, souring the entire portfolio.
It's not just me, Detective. All of Martinez has placed its chips on your success. I pray we've all bet wisely. Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
She nods slowly.
A bird? A sphenicid? Some sort of krill hunter? No, wait. You're an ancient ruin. A symbol of hubris and decay. Half submerged in some salty sea. Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing games. Ah! This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot. Or two. A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see. And new buildings, bâtiments. After les bâtiments nouveaux. But 33A and 33B are not nouveaux. They're old. This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall. A real high-rise by the standards of the last century. Built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay in the Delta. That was before the war, of course. Mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo real estate, before the cannons lopped 4 or 5 stories off.
Splat, splat.
Wonderful. We're in Martinez, baby. Martinez is a... You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. I would be happy to. What is a preposterously expensive education for, if not sharing? The girl in the old lady rags? Ah, yes. There's something very satisfying about discussing the fundamental facts of the girl in the old lady. Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture. Yes, you and I belong to the supraculture. We're common, the herd. The music on the radio, the food in the chain restaurant, those are all too popular for the girl in the old lady rags. She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion, I'm afraid. There is no refuge from the supraculture. I can't. That's how simple it is. One may dye their hair green and wear their grandma's coat all they want. Capital has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself. Even those who would critique capital end up reinforcing it instead. All right, what next?
Suddenly, you're not so sure you're part of the supraculture.
And what would that be? I can see that, yes. I dabble in those dark arts myself, not so long ago. I assure you, it was a thoroughly supracultural phenomenon. All permeating. Downright mandatory. Nothing infra about disco, baby. Those days are long behind me. And even in the early 30s, I would say I was more of a new girl. Disco was a minor, but still enjoyable facet of the whole thing for me. The new. A cultural era. And the name of the decade it ravished, the 30s. It came out of post-revolutionary Revachol. It was ultra-liberal. It involved lots of partying, as you might imagine, and champagne-colored everything. By the looks of it, that would have been when you came of age. Now, wasn't it Guillaume Le Million who said, if you can remember the new, you weren't there?
For some reason, your mind is a veritable repository of Guillaume Le Million lyrics, trivia, and B-sides. But the time to explore this is when you're alone, facing a mirror perhaps. Right now, it would derail the reality lowdown.
These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late. For the big time. The revolution. It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle. Those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head. Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed.
She likes the totality of it.
Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people. Yes, the Red Deluge. The Insulindian Deluge, they call it. Yes, an acute thiamine deficiency can be exacerbated by alcoholism. Exacerbated means made worse. Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew. The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad. Yes, King Guillaume had a nose for bad PR. He ran before it. What is the expression? Went down? Anyway, Gil got out alive and his nephew Frisell got shot in his place. Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. It was a wild time. The liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything. Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective. Or the remaining gentry. The beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement. Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the ultras, or ultra-liberals. They fared well. They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
We. She's one of them. Of course.
To foreign intervention. The Coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights. The Liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The Coalition took the ground. The ocean, the laws, and the people. The Coalition of Nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-la-Clay, the armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
There is bitterness in her voice, tempered with understanding. She is critical, but ultimately understands the cause.
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights, and not shooting people in the head. At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government. This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
The color of moralism is blue. The official motto of Moral Intern, or Moralist International, is a blue forget-me-not, a piece of grey sky. Unofficial. For a moment, there was hope.
Of course. Not easy to be moderate about head shooting in your line of work. The turn of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question. The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end nearly the whole world had gotten involved. It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease, which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Mazov came along and overthrew the government. It made people overthrow their governments. Of course not. It was a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark. From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in '08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end. Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar. Maybe it's because she has a boat and you have that necktie? A pair of pants?
A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations, and you, of course, the citizens' militia.
The clatter of typewriter keys fills the main hall of the reappropriated silk mill. Precinct 41. Chad Tilbrook presses enter. Outside, Officer Elfboy Williams slams the door of an armored motor carriage.
The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune. Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-easlary communication, telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
51 minus 8 equals 43.
Time flies. The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. 08 to 19 was simply hell. The 30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere.
All that untaxed income must have fueled the new. That can only mean one thing.
Yes, and quantitative easing. It was a market mirage, unfortunately. The 40s dispelled it. An Isla-wide hangover, you might say. So, here we are. Welcome to reality, baby.
For her to be where she is, Wild Pines Group must have picked the right side.
They picked the winning side. That's why they're here, and others are not. Perhaps it wouldn't have turned out that way had I been in charge. I might have bet on the king and led the Pines to doom. I would have sided with the cannons. If you'd seen the calibers of the things, you might have too. Perhaps it's better I was born when I was. 10 of the 14 Indo tribes got it wrong. Feld, Kupri, Tricentennial. So I suppose I would have been in good company. Good question. What would you have done differently? And I asked you, past-less detective of the Citizens Militia, what insight has acute encephalopathy given to you? And you would have died, most likely. Not far from here. Maybe even right here, during the beachhead, defending the coast the day the Coalition took the city. No, almost certainly. The Commune would have forced you. Such was the fate of the undecided. They are what they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet come. Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
Not so fast. Who is she in all this? Ask her who she is. She owes you an answer. She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
I am the vilest of the vile. A traitor. A devourer of nations and infants. I am an ultra. Yes. I am the nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp. I pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution. My kind surrendered the nation to financial colonists. Perhaps you thought we'd gone extinct. After all, no sane person identifies as an ultra anymore. Not in broad daylight. Tell me, now that I've uncoiled myself, are you repulsed?
In her green eyes you see a mixture of truth and self-satire. Decades of guilt and pride.
A devil, who being of great charm and guile, sneaketh into the homes of the godly.
That dialect is Obisunt. You recognize it's a quote from somewhere. A play written way back in the Franco-Nigerian century.
Ah, maybe you remember more than you let on. Despite whatever brain damage the alcohol may have inflicted. I'm afraid you'll find that every woman is a devil woman detective. There are only aesthetic differences between one and the other. When the dust settled, the Liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future. With due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinez a monument to the efficacy of its artillery, I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the Coalition. Not here in Martinez, and not in the Stella Maris or Delta Beachheads either. If not for my own sake, then for my daughters. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isola down rather than let them have it.
Dark orange flames reflect in her green eyes. An oil fire on the ocean.
Perhaps. My intellectual vanity will be my undoing.
You're no dummy yourself.
A smart boy getting smarter. One basic term of reality at a time. Yes, I suppose I am. But I wouldn't be a patriot anywhere but here. Yes. Whatever else I am, I'm glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know.
Whoa. In your hand. What a funny little cat. Don't let this... It's not gonna give you radiation. You need to lower the rate. The container is warm to the touch. You suck a manly dose of the extremely It tastes like many things, all melted into one conflagration. And not really. It's just a metaphor. The effect of that otherworldly drop of liquid is slower, more subtle than that of real flames, yet just as warm. Why not? This government-developed substance seems very non-intrusive. You could even operate heavy machinery, fire machinery. Already you can tell you're going to be sloping a lot more pyrrolidon. This stuff is going to give you insight into that little flickering light hidden in all human beings.
In the bottom right corner of the screen.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything. Glad to have been of assistance. The little...
Grace, can you hear me?
I can. Sorry it took me so long to get here.
It's alright. So I reloaded, and it's not what I wanted to do.
Tell me what news of our druggy detective.
So we got drugs successfully.
Yay!
We were inspired by an art wall.
Were we inspired to get the drug by the art wall?
No, so we got the drugs, and then there's a blank wall where I failed a check last week. And I upped the point on what the check is, so we got to redo it and got a good roll. So now we want to paint the blank wall.
Ooh, we're gonna do an art project.
Yeah, so there was a creepy dream, but in the morning I said the wrong thing to Kim, so I reloaded. And so now you get to see the creepy dream.
Oh, hell yeah.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours.
Can you
The
hear
sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes.
Can you hear the game okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then sleep. And then sleep doesn't come.
But I want to sleep.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening. Maybe it's the bed's fault. Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells
Always
ugly.
someone else's fault.
It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily. It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it? Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves. Something to do
Who
with
killed him?
your
Who?
breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
It's black goo in the street.
Ooh, spooky. Oh my gosh, look at our little prancing run.
Hey, it's
Do
us.
you
We're the
remember the
hanging
scent
man.
of your childhood?
Oh, hey.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood? Grace, what are we saying?
I'm trying to think what would be most in character versus the one that I would ask. And I feel like he'd say I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die.
You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit. Tell me, do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
What?
Tell me what this is.
You said who?
Okay, you said who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
Oh my gosh. Tell me what this is.
You know who I am. I'm the bad day. The one where you ask her, and then later in the streets, wandering. It's the worst day of all time, Harry dear. And it's coming. She will hear about it on the phone. Reality will
What the
turn
hell?
into a grotesque nightmare. This will be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life?
Grace, did we leave or we get left?
I mean, I'm guessing, considering our whole deal, she probably left.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. Watching her go.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Let it all be dragged away from you. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
Which one, Grace?
I don't want to come back.
They were only cramping your descent into the abyss. Now they're gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. All of it. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
What is Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Islas. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
Which one, Grace?
I've talked to you before.
No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do. Even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots of the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up the bed.
Stinky boy.
What?
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
We trying to solve a case, or my
I'm
mind
trying.
is broken, or
I'm trying
help
to solve the
me?
case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
Oh God,
There's another type?
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
God.
I like limbic system's voice.
Yeah, that's great. We're having some fucked up dreams here. Harry, I think you need to go to therapy.
And rehab.
Rehab, something.
We have a dot. There we go.
Good
Kim, I
going,
had a
buddy.
bad dream.
Oh my God, what the hell was that? I'd have said the most beautiful, uplifting regime. Which one, Grace?
Is that how it's going to be now when I close my eyes?
Yes. Wait till you see the one with the chick in it. It's gonna be a good one. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
Which one, Grace?
What chick?
You don't know? You don't know? Some broad that messed you up. It'll come to you. It always does. You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
No, that's not it, really. I feel super good, or why is this happening?
Yeah, we're doing great.
That's not really true. Your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. You're too weak to say
Our
no.
drugs ran out. That's what's going
Waking up
on.
is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline.
What is speed?
Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor? It's power, man. It's professionalism. It makes you feel like you're young again and
Power
ready
Man?
to detect. Ready to go to war against the world.
That's how he got that giant caseload done. Speed.
Ah,
Need to get more.
Of course.
we need more
Martinez is
drugs.
speed central. You just gotta poke around, follow your nose. You and Speed will be happy again. You will make her come home.
We clip through our door.
All right, let's go downstairs, see if we can bother someone.
I'm gonna save.
Have we gotten to do our big karaoke number yet?
No. But we did buy the boombox.
Oh, hell yeah. We're on our way, baby.
Yeah. We have to find Speed and sniff it.
Kim, do you know where we can get some drugs?
Morning. I've got some good news. I took care of the body. The thought of him decomposing in my MC wouldn't let me sleep.
Good, thanks.
I'm just glad he's gone. We have other matters to attend to.
The lieutenant is downplaying his contribution. He got up before sunrise to get this done, and now he's quite pleased with himself for taking care of the gruesome business so efficiently.
The Union muscle finally turned up, and they look rowdy. We need to talk to them.
What do you want to say, Grace?
What do you mean, rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the Union. These men here, men who drink beer for breakfast, there's talk of an armed wing of the Union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them.
What do we want to say, Grace?
Are these the men Gart told us about
I
yesterday?
completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it.
Oh, you
Loud
too?
and nasty, just like the manager said. One loose thread less to worry about, and one big problem to replace it.
Okay. Why do we need to talk to them, or maybe we should call reinforcements?
Why do we need to talk to them?
Everything points to the dock workers' union. The belt used for hanging him, tracks in the mud, the circumstances in Martinez, my preliminary information. Which may, of course, all be wrong. But we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy.
Reinforcements?
Yeah,
That
it's an
would just
option. We
escalate
should call them.
tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debarders Union. In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. So let's keep a cool head, okay? One more thing before we do.
All right, let's
We don't
do
have
this.
to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Yeah, streetwise. Zoom right past. Do it on your own terms. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder?
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you.
Well, first we should talk to this old lady.
Let's do it. Let's see what she's up
Just a
to.
moment.
She gave us that nice pen yesterday.
Yeah.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway.
Good day, ma'am.
I'm glad to see you again, dear.
Didn't mean to eavesdrop on the conversation. Tell me how we might make it up to you. What do you want to say,
Yeah,
Grace?
how can we help her out?
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
What's wrong with the phone line?
What did you need to use?
Why do you
To
need
let
to use?
the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and
Oh, no.
I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
A little missing persons puzzle might just be the thing to take your mind off the hangover.
Okay, I'll bite. Has your husband gone missing before?
That's just
Yeah,
it.
let's ask her
This
about
isn't
this.
like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
He's looking for Bigfoot.
But you have more
Oh,
important
no.
things to worry about.
More important than a missing expedition? I don't know. Expeditions often lead to something interesting.
Okay, what do we want to ask?
What is this expedition your
Just some
husband was
field
on? I
work,
want to.
sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect.
Oh,
Grace, do you see what her title is?
the cryptozoologist's wife? Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think this rare species of insect is?
I was ready to go for Bigfoot a minute ago, so
It's clearly the Mothman.
maybe some kind of drug beetle. Oh, a Mothman, maybe.
But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the water lock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them?
The water lock, that was broken. Could this be it?
Do you want to ask who Gary is, or do we want to tell
Who's
her the water lock?
Gary? Who's this Gary?
Oh, sweetie, it's nothing like that. Gary's as loyal as they come. I trust him with my husband's life any day.
Okay, the water
Hey,
lock
you're
to
the one who
other
jumped
side
to
of
that
the coast
conclusion.
is broken. They're probably just stuck over
Oh
there.
my. What happened to the water lock?
Probably some technical problem.
Well, whatever the cause, I'm thankful. To both of you. You've spared me another sleepless night.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
This will surely lead
If
to
we
a
remember.
cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect. Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now. Funk up that vanilla murder investigation.
And if you see him,
Yeah,
let
now
him
things
know
are getting
Leader's
sexy.
waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired, and it's cold out there. Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
Okay, what do we want to ask her
Do you have more
about?
pens?
Is your husband some kind of
So
scientist?
your husband is some kind
Tell
of
me about
scientist?
Morel. Tell me about the rare insect. What do we want to ask?
Let's start with the husband.
Oh, yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise.
What is cryptozoology?
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
Kim is no
Rude,
fun.
Kim.
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
His wife just saying, "Excuse you."
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
It's not a
Oh,
hobby
he's just
here.
fighting now.
It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
Grace, do you know about the guy who uses Loch Ness to fund all his research? Loch Ness Monster?
Yeah.
The quality of research at Revacholian
I mean, it gets the job done, doesn't it?
has been on the
They
decline.
gotta find him.
But you doubt there was ever a time when cryptozoology was embraced by the academic elite. She's completely internalized her husband's struggles. They are her own.
Tell me more about Morel. Look,
Maybe you can
character.
tell me about the cool cryptids. Alright, well, first we're gonna talk about other things.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where to begin.
What's he look like?
Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's. And his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
You can't go around Revachol feeling grown men's hands. If you want to find her husband, you'll need more concrete information. It's always a challenge to describe the person you know best in the world.
Let's try again. Why don't you try describing him as when you would one of your cryptids?
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know, just in case. We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow.
How'd you two meet?
Via dating agency, I'm ashamed to say. I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident, and he'd just divorced. We hit it off, and, well, here we are.
Good for you.
Lucky Dagger in the chat is, what's this about Nessie funding a guy's research? So there is a guy who basically keeps putting out notices that he wants funding to completely scan Loch Ness, and he doesn't think he'll find a monster, but maybe there will be. And because
What if?
yeah, he's like, what if Loch Ness Monster's down there? And it almost
Wouldn't you like to
always
know?
works. So because of this constant funding that this guy and scientists like him are getting, Loch Ness is actually the most researched body of water in the world.
Which is pretty dang cool.
It's pretty dang cool, but I also like, we don't think we'll find the Loch Ness Monster, but maybe?
But what if we did, though?
Yeah.
She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more later.
Give all the information I need.
I hope I've been useful.
Tell me about the rare insect.
Tell me more about this rare insect.
Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating. But I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
The lieutenant gives you a
Spora,
sideways glance.
No, I want to hear about the insect.
Well, It's a phasmid, technically, but
Ah yes, Phasmatodea, a diverse group of insects whose bodies resemble twigs, leaves, that sort of thing. Ghost insects, colloquially. Oh yeah,
That sounds cool.
here comes the interesting.
where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed. It disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insulindian coast. Hence its name, the Insulindian phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the phasmid with us, officers.
I knew it. We're gonna be chasing made-up insects with cryptozoologists.
It's not made up, officer. I can assure you. It's simply elusive, so much so that most establishment zoologists doubt it exists at all.
Right, what do we want to say?
Does it have any cool powers?
Yes, it can blend in almost perfectly among the reeds. It's how it stayed hidden all these years, centuries even.
What do we want to say?
What makes you think this phasmid is around here?
Well, some teenagers making out in the reeds saw one. They didn't know what it was, of course, but there was a brief article in a local newspaper about their encounter with a ghost insect that looks like the reeds. Gary sent us the clipping. Of course, most phasmid sightings turn out to be false alarms, but their description matched the Insulindian phasmid perfectly, and they didn't even know what they were looking at.
Dangerous? Valuable? Grace?
Valuable.
Oh, I doubt it. No one gets into cryptozoology for the money, sweetie. Not at all.
Okay, so
Why
what's
else would it
special
hide
about it
itself
then?
so carefully? Oh dear. I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. It is very special. Morel can explain it all much better. I wish you could hear him describe it. Then you'd understand, I'm sure.
Tell us about the cool
You're an
cryptids.
enthusiastic idiot, but you're still an idiot.
I want to know everything about
I want to know
cryptids.
everything.
We don't have time for Cryptozoology 101. Let's get back to work, shall we?
We're coming back to her.
Kim, this could prove to be very important.
Oh, I need to put my plastic bag back on. Can't pick up that bottle?
I think we've picked up enough bottles.
We get
It's
money
kind of what
if
got
we
us
pick
into
up
this
bottles.
predicament.
We get money if we pick up bottles.
Oh, there's a good recycling system here?
Yeah.
The man
Sick.
ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
You wouldn't mind if I boiled some boots here, would you?
The man takes another drag of his cigarette and shakes his head, smiling widely. It's not clear whether he understood your question. He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
All right. We're talking.
Let me
Let's do
handle
it.
this.
This is the gardener from the beginning of the game.
Okay. Yeah.
Detective
Not a gardener.
disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are? This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten. I advise you not to overstay your welcome.
Her entire character has shifted. This young woman is cold as ice.
I just wanted to know more about the place.
Yes, extremely normal. I'm not a gardener, by the way. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union. So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that will help you? Maybe he does. That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
But you're rolling all this. What if I want to talk to you, not Titus? What are you going to do to me? Why are you so aggressive?
Why are you so aggressive?
Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
So you were spying on us, and now you represent murder suspects. Just dock workers.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
I'm pulling out a quote from Dimension 20 that this lady agrees with. Laws are threats made by the dominant socioeconomic ethnic group in a given nation. It's just the promise of violence that's enacted, and police are basically an occupying army. You know what I mean? So you guys want to make some bacon?
Fuck yeah.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
All right, what do we want to say?
I just was reading. The privatization is not unlawful. It's cool and funny. Good starts. Let's take it a step further. Armed uprising. What are the unions? No, we probably don't want to actually say that. Oh, yeah, let's do that. Let's ask questions.
Oh, so we don't want to encourage an uprising?
Probably not.
Let's.
What is your role in all this? What if I want to talk to you?
What if I want to talk to you, not Titus?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
What's your role in all this?
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems?
Jeez, okay, I guess I'll talk to Titus. Hey. I like that we're sitting here with a crowbar.
Detective.
What do we want to do?
Don't say anything yet.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something? The boss man's talking to you.
Do not let their squeals disturb your serenity. These are but simple peasants, sire.
Drama. I mean, I feel like we're just going to make them more mad if we don't say something.
Generous tuning, reach your ears, raise your chin, and gaze into the distance like a prince.
Yeah, I feel like that's going to piss them off.
What do we need to talk about the hangman? Or first,
yeah, let's just
talk about
ask how the man out back.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that won't.
You sure took your time, huh? Waited for him to get real ripe and pretty for you.
Oh, he was a real
His
pretty
name is
boy.
Shanky.
Hanging up there, letting out that pretty boy smell.
I can't for the life of me understand why you did it. I mean, I would have just left him up there. You must really like cleaning up other people's shit.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match.
Scan the room.
Starting
scan the
from
room.
the right. Boot size 44. Blonde man in his 30s. Overbearingly masculine. Sitting on his right. Standard working boots. Size 45 or 46. Eldest in the room. Probably mid-50s. Smoker. Quiet. Across at the other table. Hobnailed working boots. Size 43. Gang tattoos. Mesk or Sarah Mauritian in his late 30s, early 40s. He spent his youth in Villa Labos, a housing project in the Jamrock Quarter. There were incarcerations, hard to say what else. The ink is fading. And then, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 46, the big dick, wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips, rugby cap, fingerless gloves, and numerous scars, a little under 40. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A little patch below it reads T. Hardy, Captain. In the far corner, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 44, 40-something, non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint. Is that a plectrum? On his neck. Forget it. It's not important. Let's call this one the musician. Size 41, with the light step. Not a child, after all. An older man with a rat face, mean, watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing. In the middle, heaving and wheezing. Big guy. Boot size 46, deep marks. Probably carried the victim over. He alone is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor, and you could easily exceed 220. In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy.
One of them is missing. Odd soul.
Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Hit them with questions. Where's the 8th Hardy?
The fuck is with you, fella?
Do we want to jump straight into the footprints or ask about the hangman first?
Let's ask about the hangman first.
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
Funny.
He's
My
intriguing.
partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck? Why are your boot prints all at the scene? I've spoken to the dead man and bizarre occult visions. What do we want to say?
Let's hold off on that last one. Let's ask why there's a container belt around the guy's neck.
Container belt, like we use in the harbor? Because we took
Yep.
it from the harbor where we worked. Then we went out back and used it to hang him. We did this
Well, that's straightforward.
together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why there's a container belt around his neck.
So you confess to the murder. We got the perpetrator.
Game's over. So you just
you
confessed to the
don't.
murder?
What you have is 7 honest men who thought it forthcoming to tell you what happened, so that you don't waste any more of your time.
All 7 together. They're diluting responsibility. It's an anti-arrest tactic.
What do we want to ask?
Why did they kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town. And he stepped out of line.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced
The
kind,
Pinkertons.
too. Had Kohoy and Semenine written
Gotcha.
ex-Oranese Special Forces.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
This one has a special gripe with him coming here.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
How do you know he's special forces? What did he actually do wrong? What do you want to say?
What did he actually do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped
Oh,
one,
that is bad.
harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
From rape to harassment to threats of violence. Why the strange de-escalation? He regrets mentioning it. Hopes you didn't notice.
To kill us all. If we don't open the gates. If we don't let the scabs in. If we don't bend over.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
Yeah, this girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
Is this the same girl?
Is this the same
who
girl
sexually
who was sexually assaulted?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
There's something odd here. Seems like they don't want to talk about that rape Titus mentioned. Why not? This is a serious allegation. Make them talk about it.
No. You're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter. And I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
Okay, what do we want to do?
When did this hanging incident occur?
You don't have to answer any of his questions.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
Quiet.
I don't know, we just
Came
met.
around about 3
I like
weeks ago
Shanky's
when
voice.
that Pines cow first sailed into town.
Yeah.
Happy?
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier? The representative for White Pines? The same company you're striking against?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what? Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
How does the bullet in his head factor into this?
Huh?
There was a bullet in the dead man's brain. Why was it there if you hanged him?
How the fuck do I know? Anyone could have shot him. Target practice, maybe.
Interesting, sire. It's as if he's lying to protect someone. He's not very good at it.
This line of questioning is over. You got the cause of death already? Hanging. If there's any post-mortem trauma, it's your problem. This will not turn into a cross-examination.
So what are we gonna do now?
Nothing. Your investigation here is done.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
I'm gonna ask about the footprint.
Now we ask. Yeah,
what
now
are
we
you
ask.
talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy Boy. There's 7 of us, and we're all here. Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy Boy? We ain't hiring.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
She? So there's an 8th Hardy, and it's a
Oh.
Hardy girl? Who might it be?
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here. Now what?
It has to be good, if he won't let you pursue it. Looks like the lieutenant thinks so too.
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy Boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. And you're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
I'd say let's just take off for now.
I am gonna take off my nerd glasses and then try to intimidate him.
Is that all it takes?
Well, I have -1 authority with the glasses. So. Any of these increase authority? No.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Establish authority. Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
We failed. Get your
Yeah.
gun.
Unsurprising.
What do we want to do?
That's it? That's all I get?
Did you already try the gun thing? I hear the gun thing is excellent and has great results.
No,
You're
I don't
probably
think.
right.
I don't
the
think
others
so.
are only there for filler, to make the gun thing pop.
Point your finger, stomp your feet, ask for Kim's gun.
Let's ask for Kim's gun.
Why?
This is not what he thinks it is. This is a great idea. I'm afraid it's not what you think it is either.
What, who, me?
Yes, you. Stop talking out loud. You sound like you're unraveling.
What in the name of fuck are you doing?
But I don't want to give you my gun.
The fuck is happening, Titus? What are they whispering about?
Easy, Shanks. I want to see where this is going.
Not scared anymore. Oh, we're putting the gun in our mouth.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Trust me, Kim, I am merely flesh.
Merely what? Be careful, it's loaded.
Good. Now put it in your mouth.
We want to point it at them. Put the barrel in your mouth.
So, behold the demonstration.
Thank you. So, questions?
Yeah, I have one. What the fuck was that, you?
Nothing, just a minor misunderstanding. Let's return to...
He is grateful to have that gun back on his belt right now.
Unless you want to try to ask the other questions.
I don't know. Maybe give them a little space and come back.
Welcome to Rivachol.
Racist lorry driver. Why are you addressing my partner like that?
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
You tell him.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
What he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
He's right. You're undermining our best shot at
Limbo,
self-determination.
what's going on here?
Oh, come on, man. I just said, welcome to Rivachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Fucking A, Kim, I've got your back.
Well, I think we all learned something here. Now that that's settled a couple of questions, yeah.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
The lieutenant
we do.
And resumes his regular calmness.
Whatever you say, officers.
Found this in the trash. Is it yours?
Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while. God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
He doesn't live in Martinez.
What are you hauling?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation. Apples?
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Look,
apples.
as detective, I come from a long line of lorrymen. We got ancient rights and privileges. Oh, I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man. Just regular, Koiko picked apples.
Damn, you're not gonna get more out of him on this. He's put up the wall of racism.
What's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body. You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza. Safre.
Oh, so he thinks that
Ilmara.
drugs are from
They take the
black
money
people,
from our
so that's why
local
he doesn't do
junkies
them.
here.
Wow.
And then use it to outcompete us
What a
in
piece
the
of shit.
manufacturing sector.
He's called the racist lorry driver for a reason.
They know they can't beat us in
He's
a fair
earning that
fight,
title.
so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
What do you want to say?
But they make alcohol too.
Oh, I don't go for that foreign piss. Proper booze is made in Mundi. Or sometimes I like a dram of that Yugograd vodka. Koikos and worse much, but they do no booze.
So what do you want to say?
So I take it you're not smuggling drugs?
Not in,
No doubt. I'll never betray the purity of my tribe.
So you're telling us
Jesus.
that you don't know anything about drug smuggling through Terminal B?
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you. What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
I did see
Yeah,
one
I
lorry
knew
with the
that
trailer
guy.
doors open.
He was an honest driver who loved his country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
If they were getting drunk inside the Whirling in Rags, how could they know who broke into the lorry?
What? Aren't we allowed to say that he's the kips who do all the stealing around here? That's not road to science, man.
So, do we want to ask
If it's
about
not you, then
privileges?
who's running?
Okay.
Isn't it obvious? Fucking
So he's
Sealand,
blaming black people.
that beady-eyed South Samaran.
Boy.
He's a Samaran guy who likes to pretend he's some kind of businessman. Really, he's just selling his employer stuff. Stuff he stole after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry. Just follow the smell. It smells like apricot and oil when you're nearby.
Yes, yes. Where is he?
Looks like I offended your partner there. Too bad. Sealing's usually a little bit south of here, near the canal. You can't miss him. Just watch yourselves. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, all right? 100%.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Guess so.
Do we want to ask him more questions? We got 2 left.
You said something about the rights and privileges of
Yeah,
lorrymen.
they're a big deal. My great-grandfather was a carter, had a royal license and everything. We've tried to hold on to our privileges. Someone with a
Hold
cat.
on, what's a carter?
What did you think it was? That's how deep into history our thing reaches. Before machines.
So he was a garbage man.
Yeah.
Not at all. We are part of a guild and everything, huh? It's very ancient, very prestigious.
It's kind of
Sure.
a union.
Hell no.
Sure, bud.
It's a guild. Invitation only. Unions work for the rich fucks. They're basically the same. Been trying to fuck us out of our heritage in the name of profit. But you can't replace experience. Trusting street thugs with their goods is going to fuck him right up the ass. Mark, it's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Let's do what just was. So you're just racist. Got it.
Yeah.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. Huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved.
I've
even
done
if
my
some
research.
People don't want to accept it. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
Yeah, I can really tell you're a prime example of superior design.
Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources.
Which one, Grace?
Yeah, what's the problem with that then?
The problem? The damn keeps are showing a real good game lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other introduced species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
Cultural victory? What is this then?
It's what the keeps of Boogie Street are going for, right under our noses. And the others too, on the radio. Heard any chansons lately? Heard any motetos or leader? No. Dominating culture is how they plan to win. They say so themselves.
Say nothing or
It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring.
You can go fuck yourself.
Jesus.
I'm gonna tell him to go fuck
Yeah, I'm
himself.
not down with this. Why don't you go
push
fuck
your
yourself?
luck, runt.
Jamais vu. Derealization.
Oh, we finished the thought.
Jamais vu. The opposite
Hey.
of déjà vu. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood. Only now. That's the feeling you've been having. And for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in? This is a fundamental question.
Right, we're gonna buy cigarettes and then call it a night.
All right.
It's very easy
Sounds
to buy
good.
cigarettes. Is this the recycle machine?
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now. You're 100% sure you got special Hobocop money for that tear. At least 100% extra tear money. If the numbers on the machine told you otherwise, it's a lie. A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
Yeah.
Cigarettes.
Here you go, mister.
Get 2 cents
Here you go,
cigarettes.
mister.
Do you still speed at this establishment?
Huh? Speed? Like, speed. No, Frit doesn't do that.
Of course not. Frit is an establishment that acts within the law. Is that all, detective?
No.
Well, where can I
Frit only
go?
sells legal drugs, like the law says. The pale age vodka is special. Like, you know. I mean, I already said it'd hurt you. I don't know what else they do.
Substances give powerful bonuses to your main stats at the cost of damage to your health or morale. Cigarettes raise your intellect while damaging your health. Alcohol raises physique while damaging your morale. Use medication, like Nosifed and magnesium, to counteract the negative effects of substances. Note: consuming substances can have unforeseen consequences for you.
get cigarettes.
There it is, a brave little army in your pocket. The 1st Smokes Platoon. 20 brave souls standing in salute, ready to step into fire for you, sir. You picked the best one. This soldier is fat and succulent. What are you waiting for? Light up. Re-become yourself. Get a load of this rock and roll cop hair, people.
Hey, you can't smoke in here.
Shut up. It's already happening.
It's a bad boy. What are the repercussions of this?
Repercussions? There's a high risk of glory, with a mild chance, cool genius. Smoking makes you into an intellectual. Everybody knows that. It will help you concentrate a bit. That much is true. Thick, warm smoke gets sucked down into your lungs. Immediately, you feel a warm nostalgia fill your head, body, and soul. A nostalgia for yourself, the man you were in your youth. Johnny Thundercop is back, and he's chill as balls.
In the bottom right corner of the screen,
Chill
there's a
as
cigarettes
balls.
button. Cigarettes gives +1 to intellect skills. Logic, rhetoric, conceptualization, visual calculus, encyclopedia, and drama. This is good before a white check, but damages your health.
Alright, I'll save and end it there for the night. We successfully got
Yay.
drugs.
We done so much stuff.
Also, Grace, do you like the dyslexia font?
All right with it.
I was very happy that they can turn the whole game into the dyslexia font. Well, good night, everyone. See you next week.
Night.
Have a good one.